We've got bad news.
Kidney stone, perhaps.
Oh no.
They're like, open door. They locked themselves in the camper and they couldn't get out.
You had to go save them?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys the full day in a life experience here that you guys have been asking for.
See you in a minute.
Bye. Last night we stayed at the YPF. It's really noisy sleeping next to the trucks. Kathy spotted a capybara. He's just sitting there in the grass, isn't he? Anyway, this is where we're sleeping tonight. Whew. It is dusty, loud, smelly. On the side of the road, there is tons of windshield wipers. All right, we've had a great little tour of Paraguay. We're about to cross the border here into Brazil. We just found out the aduana is closed. This is gonna be terrible if the aduana is closed and we have to sit here for 2 days. Looks like today we're breaking all the rules. We're in Brazil, this is great. We are going to Iguazu Falls. Well, here we are with all of our friends.
We've got bad news.
Jorge's got kidney stone, perhaps.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's hurting. And I know the feel.
You've had it before.
Yeah, this will be number 3.
What do we do?
There's nothing I can do but drink, and hopefully it passes quickly, and because I could end up crying on the floor for 3 days if it's bad.
Yeah.
Which means I wouldn't be able to drive or get through the port or
Any of that.
clean the van or nothing.
Drink.
So I'm gonna drink. I'm drinking.
Okay. But you feel it,
I feel it.
and you think that's what it is?
I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's that hamburger I ate last night giving me some kind of weird gas pain that's not passing, but it's pretty stable. The hits keep hitting.
Oh, dude.
You can't miss the boat, Jorge. We've come so far together.
I know. So this morning, the couple next to me, they're like, hey, they're talking out the window at me, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't understand. And then they were like, open door. I was like, what? They're like, open door. They locked themselves in the camper. The key was outside in the door, and they couldn't get out.
You had to go save them?
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, I can do that.
You're a hero this morning.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my gosh, our neighbors this morning came over and gave us honey from their mountain bees that they said is pure honey, no sugar, nothing. The people of Argentina, what a delight.
I got honey too. Yay.
I've reset our trip, so we're gonna see how far we go today. All right, I'm gonna give you guys the full day in a life experience here that you guys have been asking for. We just made a quick stop. We're here at a Carrefour Maxi, which is a grocery store. It actually looks pretty nice. And we're gonna go in there and just get a few things. Now we are shipping our vehicle very soon, so the last thing we wanna do is get a lot of food and stuff that we aren't gonna be able to bring on the voyage. Oh, nice little yum-yums. All right, this looks like a nice grocery store. Our trick here is to not overbuy too much stuff. All right, check out these potatoes. They literally have dirt all over them. These things are just out of the ground. At least you know they're fresh potatoes. That is incredible. Now here's an interesting thing. In the States, you know, usually oranges that have any kind of a blemish, kind of like this, you know, people might steer clear of them. You want the perfect ones that are just orange, perfect color. But what I'm finding is some of these ones with the blemishes taste the best. So don't judge a book by a cover, I guess, and it goes true with oranges. The little conveyor is down low, so you don't have to lift it as high to get it out of your basket. It rides on the ground. It's kind of different. All right, we're leaving the grocery store and Jorge is feeling like he's getting a kidney stone. He's had them in the past, so he knows what it feels like, and he's feeling it. He's not feeling good. So we asked him what we can do for him. He said there's really nothing, you just kind of got to wait it out. He is going to go to the town of Zarate, which is the same town we're going to be shipping out of here in 5 or 6 days. And there's a campground there. He's going to go there, settle in, and try to feel better. And we're going to go a little further north up to the Waterfalls, and hopefully we can get into Brazil and Paraguay a little bit. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Hopefully Jorge's feeling better much sooner. We'll meet up with Jorge here in a few days. Oh look, Mercedes Drive. What a day, what a drive. We did over 700 kilometers today. We are parked here in this parking lot of the YPF gas station, and we're gonna stay here tonight. We seem like we're on the east coast of South America, which is kind of mimics the east coast of the United States, where we tend to stay at a lot of Walmarts. I think here maybe the Walmart version of this is the YPF gas stations. That's where we spent the last couple of nights. I guess the other one was a different brand, but gas stations nonetheless. So we are going in here because one cool thing is these gas stations have usually really nice bathrooms with really nice showers. So you pay $5 or so and you get to take a shower, and we're gonna go do that. We're on to a South American truck stop shower. It's gonna feel good. Gracias. We just went in and paid. It was $3 total for Kathy and I both to have separate showers. They've given us a little combination here on a piece of paper. We go in and enter the number and we get our own little shower room, I guess.
We just met the nicest guy that walked us over and showed us where the showers were. And look, he gave me a YPF hat. Now I am officially in the Clean Shower Club. This is awesome. See you in a minute.
Bye. Okay, turn the water on. I have 10 minutes. I better get going. For $1.50, this was great. All right, that was awesome. See if Kathy's out. She's probably back at the van waiting for me. All right, a lot of the trucks are rolling in here for the night. Assume these guys are gonna spend the night here. We love to not camp right next to the big trucks because these guys tend to do exactly what this guy's doing. They run their engine all night long. It's really noisy sleeping next to the trucks. So we try not to ever do that. We do have to do it sometimes. It's nice because over here, they've got a separate lot that has a steel pipe across it. So something as big as a truck won't fit in there, but our van just barely fits. So that's really nice because then you go over there and it's just smaller vehicles. It's a lot quieter. All right, here we are, home sweet home in the gravel lot at the YPF gas station. We'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. Northeast Argentina, I think is the best way to describe it. Last night we stayed at the YPF. This has been a good stop. The showers were nice. And you know, it's a truck stop, right? So it's not the most epic, beautiful place, but man, we were treated like kings here. We've got a big day today because we are blasting off. We are gonna go try to find some capybaras. If you don't know what a capybara is, hang in here. I'm gonna show you in a minute, hopefully, if we find one. If not, we're gonna keep going on and we are gonna show you an amazing waterfall. And when I say amazing waterfall, I mean one of the most spectacular ones in the whole wide world. And today could be a border crossing day. We'll see. We got a lot planned for today. We'll see if this all actually unfolds like we think it's going to right now. We got tracks to make, so let's hit it. Let's get down the road. Okay, we're just driving along here and Kathy spotted a capybara. Oh, I see it. He's just sitting there in the grass, isn't he?
Isn't he cool?
Okay, I gotta get a camera. All right, we saw one. We saw our first capybara.
Yay! It was amazing. It was so cute. It's about the size of a Labrador Retriever. So now that we know what we're looking for, I think we should go see if we can see any more.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little easier to spot them now. And there's this swampy ditch here that runs along the road. I think we've got a great chance of looking for them there and maybe getting a few more encounters. So let's drive a little more and see what we can find.
Let's do it.
It has been a long day driving. We have done 700 or so kilometers today. We've seen capybaras, which is really cool. And now we are not far from the Paraguay border. Tomorrow is gonna be a border day. We're gonna sleep right here next to this big blue truck. All right, after a long day in the van, we're gonna go in here, see what YPF is serving for dinner. It's probably a cheeseburger or something that I can't eat, but Kathy will enjoy. And we'll check it out. All right, here we are, another YPF dinner. Kathy got the cheeseburger, I got French fries. Well, we did it again. We had another dinner, we didn't film it. Anyway, this is where we're sleeping tonight. Whew, it is dusty, loud, smelly, stinky. All those things here in the truck stop last night. We're grateful to be able to stay here because there's not a lot of camping options in this part of Argentina, but what a night. It did mellow out, you know, pretty late and it was quiet then and cool, but boy, these truckers, they get going early and it gets noisy once they get moving. So we're about to take off. I just got to dump our toilet and then we're going to hit the road. And we are going to a really special place today, so you don't want to miss this. All right, toilet's dumped. Let's get out of here. All right, we are in line here for Paraguay. We are about 3 kilometers from the border, and this is the line to get across the border. So we are gonna be in this line inching up. Hopefully it goes pretty quick, but there is a lot of cars in front of us, maybe 1,000 or more. So we'll see how long this takes. We're pulled off here on the side of the freeway and there's guys coming up selling us stuff. Now that's pretty normal in all of the Pan Am to be at all these toll booths and different places where traffic slows down to have people selling things. But this is the first time we've seen them selling windshield wipers. That's a new one for us. On the side of the road, there is tons of windshield wipers just where these guys have thrown them off on the side of the road. We're debating that when we go into the immigration office and we have to leave the van for a second, if we want to take off our windshield wipers and put them inside of the van. When you walk away from your vehicle, they come up, they break them, then they come up later and they offer to sell you new ones. So we'll see. We are leaving Argentina, going to Paraguay, a new country. We're in Paraguay. We just crossed the border.
Woohoo!
All right, we're here at the border for Paraguay. We're in this nice long line here. Luckily it's nice and shady, and we're gonna go through the whole thing like you guys have seen before. We are stamped into Paraguay now. This is our 17th new country since we started the Pan American Highway. All right, we've had a great little tour of Paraguay. We're about to cross the border here into Brazil. And I gotta say, if I thought this morning was kind of chaotic, this one is really chaotic. We've got guys selling windshield wipers here as well. We've got lots of traffic, but that's part of it. It's kind of fun, people watching. Kind of tired, it's been a big day. All right, we're stamped out of Paraguay. It's been short but sweet. Now we got to get across the street to the aduana. Aduana?
Aduana.
Sí. Okay, gracias. Turns out the aduana is over here.
Sí,
Oh, gracias.
ustedes salen. Van a Brasil.
Sí, Brasil. Sí.
Genial.
¿Fin?
Yo nomás después.
Ok.
Okay.
¿Necesito sí? ¿No?
No.
No necesito.
Okay.
Ok,
Gracias, señor.
Ven bien.
All right, we are checked out of Paraguay. That was super easy. It took all of maybe 10 minutes, and off we go to Brazil. All right, we're crossing the border into Brazil. And then I guess it's pretty straightforward from what we've read on Overlander, but. So we just scan this barcode that's on the wall, and that gives us the form, we fill it out. Okay, so they scan the QR code off your phone, and then that puts it into the computer. They look at your passport for a second, they stamp it, and off we go. All right, we are stamped in, but we've got to get our vehicle now. So the aduana looks like it's maybe roped off here and closed, so we got to figure out how we do that. We just found out the aduana is closed. They closed, what, 50 minutes ago? And it is Saturday. They're closed all Sunday, and they won't be open until Monday morning. I don't know if we have to camp here in the parking lot here until the aduana opens so we can continue going across. This is gonna be terrible if the aduana is closed and we have to sit here for 2 days. We're gonna go over here now and see if there's a manager that can maybe help us. Okay, there's a manager in this little booth, and he said for us to wait. some number of minutes. He's speaking in Portuguese, so we're having a really hard time understanding. It sounded like it wasn't come back Monday morning, it was hang out for a minute. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we might have a chance. This nice policeman here is gonna help us, and we'll see if he can pull it off. He still hasn't said for sure he can do it. He didn't say no, so I hope so. All right, we got checked in here at the aduana. It took 2.5 hours, but we are in. We are going to Brazil. Woo-hoo. It's kind of late, and now we have about a 30-40 minute drive to get to where we were planning on camping. Hope the roads are mellow, because we're pretty tired. Here we are, we're driving into Brazil, a new country. We're pretty tired though. And it's dark, and we don't really like driving in foreign countries after dark. But looks like today we're breaking all the rules, so let's hope this turns out good. We're in Brazil, this is great. All right, today is a big day. We are going to Iguazu Falls. This is one of the wonders of South America, something that no one should miss. A place my father went to a long time ago, and when he heard we were going to South America, he said we had to come here. So, we're here, Dad, we're going to the falls. All right, from the campground right here, it's a 10-minute walk down this little dirt road to the visitor center, which is where we're gonna catch a bus. It's gonna take us to the falls. Wow, this is a crazy place. There's helicopters, there's buses, there's all kinds of people running about. All right, we got our tickets right here. We are in line to catch the bus. We were told it's a 20-minute bus ride. There's 3 stops, and we should be there shortly. We are off the bus. We are headed down towards the falls. Actually, I can hear a little bit of rumble from them from here. Well, it really is beautiful here. It's also very crowded and hot. This is the hottest temperatures we've seen in maybe 6-8 months. I don't know, it's definitely got a hot, muggy, kind of humid feeling, but it feels like we're back in the jungle. And it's beautiful. We got to see the little Cody creatures and these waterfalls. As we walk this trail, they seem to just keep going and going and going and getting better and better the further we walk. Let's keep going and check it out. Well, here we are with all of our friends here on the big deck that comes out into the river. We're right at the lip of the lower falls. It is really dramatic, and the mist blowing on us feels really good. Well, there it is. It's been a wonderful day here at Iguazu Falls. We've seen an amazing wonder of the world. It's been everything we thought it would be.
We saw some really cool animals along the way. We got to see the quaddies.
This should be a trip for any of you guys on your Pan American adventures, or if you're just coming to explore Brazil. We're on a double-decker bus right now. It's gonna feel nice here with the breeze blowing, and we're gonna get a little better view. We're headed back to the campground now. All right, you might be wanting an update on Jorge. Jorge has had kidney stones in the past. The other day, he thought he was feeling like he was getting them again. He decided to hang back around Zarate when we passed through there. That is where the port is, where we're gonna ship out of. So that made perfect sense. He thinks it was getting better. And I think he was glad that he stayed there, although I'm sure he really would have loved to have come here and seen the falls. I know he really wanted to go into Brazil, So we will reunite with Jorge here in a few more days when we get back over that way. And hopefully he's gonna be back to his normal old self and I'll be feeling much better. Thanks for coming on this video with us to Iguazu Falls. It has been amazing. This was so far over to the east, I didn't know if we were gonna make it on this trip. And I'm so glad we crammed it in here towards the end. I wanna thank our patrons. You guys are the ones who make these videos possible for everyone. Thank you so much. Patrons are listed right here. If you're interested in learning more about our Patreon and becoming part of our Patreon family and getting the perks that comes with being part of our Patreon family, check it out. There's a link right here and in the description below. So that's it for today from Iguazu Falls. Thank you for joining us, and I hope I see you somewhere over the horizon. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time.